The fact that Pierre Poilievre launched his "Boots Not Suit" slogan just days after he announced his plan to build a bunch of AI data centers is crazy. AI is literally a job-destroying supercomputer.
Entire classes of jobs will go away and not come back.
Boots, not suits.
And not just software developer suit jobs either, boot jobs too. Because when AI isn't being used to giblify war crimes or flood your X feed with pro-Poilievre bots, it's being used to automate the fossil fuel industry, to boost efficiency, control costs, and optimize processes. All of which mean cutting jobs.
Boots, not suits.
The industry is already getting rid of workers by using things like self-driving machinery. While oil and gas production is at an all-time high, employment levels in the sector have been steadily declining. But fossil fuel investors are excited about AI for another reason.
We have data centers, we have AI, and we cannot power this with solar and wind.
Power-hungry artificial intelligence is ushering in a new golden age for fracking, with advocates like Alex Epstein, who was just interviewed by Jordan Peterson, insisting that fracked methane is the only fuel reliable enough to ensure that the fire hose of AI slop is kept on full blast. The fossil fuel industry is growing increasingly hawkish in response to this AI-driven frenzy, with companies like TC Energy demanding that Canadian politicians declare an energy crisis to use their emergency powers to rapidly expand the fossil fuel sector. Because how will any of us survive if Elon Musk can't train his Grok AI to go unhinged mode? It's a f***ing emergency.
Let's try unhinged.
Oh, there's an unhinged mode? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Elon! What fresh hell are you stirring up today?
Pierre Poilievre has already promised to, quote, fire government officials who are imposing a toxic woke ideology, which sounds like a Donald Trump Truth Social post. So I wouldn't be surprised if he followed in the president's footsteps on the energy file and declared a national energy crisis if he becomes prime minister.
National energy emergency.
This energy emergency battle cry is basically the fossil fuel industry's response to the climate movements rallying around the climate emergency. In the same way that the left crystallized the language of climate emergency to advocate for clean energy and climate justice policy, the right is using energy emergency language to advocate for locking in more fossil fuel use, in part to supply AI data centers with dependable electricity. AI data centers that will, again, directly threaten Canadian jobs.
Boots, not suits.
If it sounds like a contradiction to champion industries and technologies that don't give a f about their workers, that's because it is a contradiction. And that is textbook Pierre, because I gotta give it to him, this guy spends a lot of time on the road talking to factory workers, so he knows exactly what to say to clinch their vote. But remember, when he's not touring, he's locked away on Parliament Hill, surrounded by strategists and advisors and mentors who are pretty cozy with the corporations and CEOs planning on automating jobs out of existence. People in boots are who Pierre is messaging to, but it's these suits that are guiding his policy.